The following is rated F for fairness. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Welcome to the audio show.
Alright, so I'm sorry that I was a little bit away from you guys for a little bit. But okay, let's get into these speeches. I've already talked about Delicia's speech. I think it's time for Amber. I haven't caught this. Let's go.
Amber?
You know, I am really tired of this motion and notion that women can't have emotions. Like, no, emotions are valid and money is not everything. As much as we want to talk about, let's get our bag, I empathize with Tamara.
Okay, so if money is not everything, then as of right now, the deal that Anton is giving you, you can accept it. Yes, she should accept the 196. What I'm tired of is people acting fake and acting false and saying disingenuous statements. So since money is not everything, right? Then that means that basically right now Amber should just go to Dave and the 196 that Anton is offering her, she's going to be able to take it. Right, Amber fans? Because I shouldn't hear anything else about the money now. Being that the money is nothing, we shouldn't be having that conversation.
Because I've been there with you, Wayne. And what I'm tired of is you making people feel like they're disposable. You treat women like we are the pawns on your chessboard.
Well, to be very fair, everyone treats people as though, a lot of people treat people as though they're the pawns on their chessboard. If we really and truly want to spin this around, and this is exactly why this needs work. I didn't know she was going here, but all right, let's work on this. Truth of the matter is, how is Wayne treated for Amber? Wayne is treated as a person that basically Amber runs to whenever she needs rescue or assistance, and he basically assists her. For example, when she needed him at what, bar 44 to get up and come up and have the club popping, wasn't he a pawn then for Amber, or he was not a pawn? Or what was he at that point? Because he didn't charge her at all, right? He didn't charge her. In fact, she's right now sitting in the Balsy blanket and not really saying much, so I would want to know what she's talking about. I don't know what Amber is doing here, because for a woman who have a bunch of businesses and have things going on, I'm not quite certain what is the purpose of you being on the podcast. Again, it just feels very, very judgmental, but okay, could it be me?
So I understand what you're saying when you're tired of people playing in your face. And I'm also tired of women stabbing each other in the back. Because I too have been through that. And Shayla, it's no shade, but it is what it is. At what point are we as women gonna have each other's back?
So you're saying no shade, but at the same point you're looking at Lauren. In other words, what you're saying is Shayla is better than Lauren. That's what you're actually saying. This is again why Amber Now's speech seemed very disingenuous. It might be great that she stopped right at this point while she's ahead, because you don't feel like she's going to get there. And it don't feel like her speech is a genuine speech, just a speech with a bunch of emotions. That's what it is.
Stop going for each other's men. I don't understand that mentality, coming after people's husbands and ex-boyfriends. We're in the same podcast group. Why would you even do that?
I get what you saying, but Anthony was saying.
I thought it was my turn to talk, Wayne. See what I'm saying?
But I talk when everybody talks.
But no, you gave me the
I never
floor.
paused on nobody. But I'm saying Anthony was saying he have another point of view because he probably talk about what you did. But we could continue though.
Oh, and who was involved in what I did, Wayne? Again, you don't care about people.
So again, basically, so you pass it off. So if you're saying who is involved in what Wayne did, but who did it though? I mean, Wayne can't get access to himself. So are you saying then that basically Wayne, are you? Did he grape you? Is that what you're saying? You're saying basically you did not want to give it up and Wayne basically took it from you. That's what you're saying. Disingenuous speech, friends. Disingenuous speech. Nice try, but disingenuous speech.
Care about people's lives or their feelings or their hearts or their emotions. All you care about is your money. And you read that Bible all the time, right? Doesn't it say, for the love of money is the root of all evil? Doesn't it say that? I believe.
There it goes again. There it goes again, where she basically begins to try to use a godly perspective to try to chastise someone else. Well, okay. Well, if the love of money is the root of all evil, if that's what we're going to stand on, then at this point, since as you're so much in love with Dave, you would basically accept the 196 that Anton is going to give you. If Amber accepts the 196, then may agree. If Amber accepts the 196 from Anthony's lawyer, then she's got me. Everything that she said right here, so I'm okay with it. I would be the first to give her congratulations on that. If you're not going to accept it, then be quiet, because it means that money does matter. What you're saying is that money only matters whenever it is, when money doesn't matter for you, when it is that it's convenient. That's what you're basically saying. That's what you're saying.
That's what the word says.
If you love, you won't give it away.
Wayne, let me
all.
tell you something.
Uh,
I'm just really appalled in how you play with everybody. It really is ugly. And
So why not just basically quit the number? Just quit. Quit. Go home. You have Dave, you have a big dog, and basically your husband pays for most of the things. Just quit. You don't need to be here. You don't need to stay here. It's not like Wayne is forcing you. It's not like he has like, a gun to your head and he's saying, well, Amber, you need to do what you need to do. You just can't quit. Quit. If you don't like it, quit. Show me. Look here, ladies, if you're going to side with these things, because I know it's a bunch of feminisms flying around the entire day. I've seen some of them. Look here, if you're going to stand on the whole idea of you having a choice, because feminism was built on having a choice. The feminist movement was built on giving women a choice to do what they wanted to do at the times when they wanted to do it. If you're going to stand on feminism, then show me that you really are the true feminist by exercising the power of choice. If you're not going to do that, then be quiet. Go home and be quiet.
that you really need to stop it. And we as women need to stop stabbing each other in the backs.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. And when we do the podcast, bring that same energy.
Man, see,
no, because we need a judge.
Oh, I'm going.
Because you judging people.
I'm not judging anybody.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Oh, really? I'm judging. I'm telling you my experiences of what I've gone through. Women.
But that doesn't matter. What does that matter with basically a podcast that you're having? Whatever you've gone through with Wayne has gone many moons ago. In fact, you've been married since. So it doesn't matter right now. Either you're going to work with him or you're not going to work with him. You've had an experience and you can decide as to if you want to work with him or if you don't want to work with him. But if you're not going to do that, then basically you're in a prison of your own because you're not being forced to be in said prison. So it don't make no sense. So none of the argument that she's making is making any sense.
Stabbing me in the back. Experience of being with you and you just throwing us away like we ain't nothing. That's not. Who am I judging? I'm judging myself.
I gave you.
I'm stupid.
We're working together.
Good. That's the best thing you've said so far, Mr. Stupid. That's the most profound thing. If you're going to exercise the power of choice and you're going to tell me about the idea of what women deserve and blah 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 blah, and if you're going to make the whole woman speech, then exercise the power of choice. Exercise it. If you're not exercising it, be quiet, because then you're just talking up a storm. That's all you're doing.
I'm just trying to figure out why. Why do we have to work together
Because you
in
love
this?
money. I
In this,
don't.
why do we have to work together in this toxic environment?
Because life is already toxic. I didn't create this situation. You listen here. At the end of the day, we just beautiful women. I chose who I knew to work with.
To work with
You're
or
talented.
to sleep with? I'm just trying to figure that out.
Amber.
See, so this is okay. So in other words, your aim is to talk on who Wayne is sleeping with. But again, Wayne allows these things to happen. In other words, where Amber can basically be talking crazy as though whatever it is. If Amber is so dissatisfied, then stop. I don't find nothing in this speech. There's nothing to the speech at all. More than if you think that you are being exploited and you don't like it, you have the power of choice. You can basically say, you know what, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. As a matter of fact, as much as I have my growls with people like a Monique and people like a, what you call it name, Taraji P. Henson, what I will give them is this. I will give them the idea of exercising the power of choice, because at least those women decide in mind that, you know what, I'm not going to do it for this portion, and if I don't get paid this, I'm not going to do this. I may say to myself, you know what, I don't want them to advance, but at the end of the day, they are exercising the power of choice. And if you're not doing that, then you're not saying anything.
We're not going to go there.
Oh, we're here. We're here.
We're not going to go
We're
there.
here,
At the end of the day, while that man proposed and put that rock in your finger, you was rocking over here.
For sure.
So
sure.
how you?
That's why she needs to keep quiet and be okay. So Amber's speech was nothing basically. I thought it was something because there was a lot of ruckus on the internet about Amber's speech, but it was nothing. It was just one more of those hypocritical speeches that she does basically, where she tries to see exactly if she can get up on some high horse and tell us exactly what's going on, and is not talking about anything. She's not. Okay? I was hoping she'd have showed some level of leadership work, as far as this is concerned. But she's showing me that she too is susceptible to the power of choice, because she's not exercising said choices that she is talking about. But give me your take. O'Neal already is going to seem as if I'm against Amber, but I'm not. It's just what it is. I mean, if you're going to talk and you're going to show that you're dissatisfied, then show it. But don't show it and then basically you're backtracking on another end and you're not exercising choice. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Talk to you soon.